Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Rami Ansur, and I'm here at the Taiba Foundation office in Union City, California, where we offer a distance education, Islamic distance education to Muslim prisoners in the U.S. I'm pleased to give you a few words of advice that I have benefited from for myself during Ramadan, and it's a reminder to us that during this month of fasting, that we should not make it just a month of leaving food and drink. It's a month of spiritual exercise, and there's so many other things that we should be working on during this month, not just training our bodies to go without food and drink. And I remind us of a hadith of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he asked his Sahaba, "Atadruna mal muflis?" Do you know who the bankrupt person is? And without going into the length of the hadith, basically the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying that the bankrupt person is the one, not the one who doesn't have money, but the one who comes on Yawm al-Qiyamah and he has the good deeds of prayer and fasting and zakat, but at the same time he has the bad deeds of hurting this person, calling this person a bad name, cursing this person, slandering this person, taking the wealth of this person, taking this person's or shedding this person's blood. So on the Day of Judgment, he comes with a lot of good deeds and some bad deeds, and so now those people that he owes, he took their right, they come and they start taking his good deeds. Then when he's all done with good deeds, he starts taking their bad deeds. So now he's taken all of his assets and giving and solved some of his debts, but now he's taking on their debt. So he's taking on more debt. So at the end of the day, now he has all this debt and he has no assets. And the Prophet ﷺ is saying that's the real bankrupt person. It's the spiritually bankrupt person. So let's not forget that while we're gaining all of this barakah and reward during Ramadan from our ibadah, recitation of Quran, and doing our own personal worship and fasting and so forth, at the same time, this is a month where we should be more vigilant about protecting the rights of other people and making sure that we're covering all of the rights that we're owed to them, and that we're not taking their rights. So try to have a personal plan. If you're dealing with anger, work on that. If you're dealing with frustration, work on that. If you're dealing with not being as cordial as you should be, or not having as much interaction with your family or your co-workers or your parents or your children or your spouse, whoever it might be, try to figure out what area that you need to work on in your life, and use Ramadan as a grounds to work on this and to increase in that, so that we're not taking their rights, and also that we're doing more for them, so that it should be a month of mu'amala, interaction, proper interaction, as well as a month of ibadah, a month of worship. And the last thing that I'll say is that the only way that we can actually know how to properly have good interactions with other people is by studying this deen. It's not by, I feel that I'm owed this, or I feel that I owe him this right or this responsibility. This deen is very clear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through the Quran and through the teachings of His Messenger and through the traditions that the scholars have preserved, has given us an answer to the majority of what we need to know. We have to go back to those books and those subjects and learn the deen, and learn where we owe rights and learn where we're owed rights, and then also know when to give up our rights. So we know when to give up our rights, and we know when to demand our rights, and sometimes excuse our brothers or sisters for what they did. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all, and bless us, and bless the organizers of this organization who are spreading this Ramadan advice on a monthly basis. Jazakumullahu khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.